Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I talk all about Harry and Meghan and all of the debacles of the Markles. Now, in today's episode, I wanted to talk about this lip reading revelation because this is an absolute bombshell. There have been some lip reading analysis of the two Montecito morons. This is from November the 11th, 2018, and they were attending a remembrance service at Westminster Abbey. Now, clearly, they are talking about something interesting. But before we even get into this, I just wanted to point out that anyone who can lip read Prince Harry is an absolute superstar. Because let me tell you something, that boy, he's a boy, mumbles like nothing you've ever seen. So these guys need an award for even understanding the most basic conversation from this dude. Now, watching him talk or trying to understand him by lip reading is a bit like trying to watch this guy. Honestly, it's got the same type of mouth. And while I was looking for this image, I came across a really lovely picture of Prince Harry with Daniel Martin. I've never actually even seen them together, but there you are. There they are hanging out. Maybe they're on the set of With Love Meghan. I'm not really sure where that was taken. But anyway, let's keep going because I want to talk about this article. Meghan Markle's stern 5-word instruction to Prince Harry, which sparked Megxit. Now, there's a bit of speculation going on here because I will show you what they have uncovered, but the actual context and did this spark Megxit? I guess we don't fully know, but it's fun to speculate. So let's do it anyway. So let's go through this article. Meghan Markle's stern instruction to Prince Harry, just one of the many that day, which may have sparked the beginning of Megxit, has been uncovered. Meghan and Harry shocked the world when they announced they were stepping back as senior royals in January 2020 before moving to the US and becoming estranged from the royal family. While the details of what sparked Megxit are not fully confirmed, Meghan Markle, a now uncovered conversation between Harry and Meghan seems to indicate the couple's thought process in the lead up to their exit. On November the 11th, the couple attended the Remembrance Sunday service together. This is in 2018, along with Prince William and Princess Catherine, for goodness sakes, when they were seen having an intense discussion. In a new Channel 5 show, Lip Reading the Royals, The Secret Conversations, lip reading expert Nicola analysed a conversation between Rachel, if we're going to use proper names, and Henry, it sounds so weird, as they sat together in the pews at Westminster Abbey. So let's take a look at this conversation. I've edited out exactly what has been discovered. So let's take a look. So it starts out with Meghan, take advantage of the situation. And Harry says, today? Like, no clue what's going on. She says, do it tonight. Oh, look how annoyed she looks. He just doesn't get it. And then he says, you do realize that this is the end. And she says, yes. Wow. Okay. So, regardless of what they're saying, it's very clear that Meghan is driving this conversation. There's no doubt. And you can see the smugness in her face. Just look at her. She knows exactly what she's doing. And Harry looks like a complete stunned mullet. Look at his face. You can just see the cogs in his brain spinning around while he is trying to understand what the heck Meghan is saying and the repercussions that could follow. Honestly, look at that face. It's mind-boggling. His mind is boggling in the same way. So Meghan is saying, take advantage of the situation. Now, the fact that she just says that, regardless of the context, in my opinion, is very, very telling, because she always pretends that she's so innocent and so lovely and wouldn't hurt a fly, okay? When we all know she'd squish its guts out, she'd smack it to the ground, and then she'd pretend that someone else did it. But even just saying take advantage of the situation, that tells me that this is what she does. She takes advantage of people, of the environments that she's in. She basically manipulates people and uses them to her advantage. It just tells me that. So regardless of the context, regardless of what we speculate, her saying that is seriously, it's full on. It really, really is. Harry's response to all of these statements from Meghan is just, I mean, it just tells you where his head is at. He has no clue. He is being led down the garden path very, very obviously. So he's just trying to understand. He's like, today? Huh? Like you want me to do what? Today? And then Meghan says, do it tonight. I mean, it couldn't be more direct. And the look on her face is like, do it tonight. Gosh, you're an idiot. Just get it done. So she is clearly pushing him along. He is just the puppet. He's no different to this thing. He basically is a puppet in this whole scenario. Then we have her saying, or him saying, sorry, you do realize that this is the end? Like, of course she does. And she's like, yes, you numbnuts. Of course I know what I'm doing. Now, this happened after they had been married for 6 months. And in my mind, this was getting too long for her. She was over it already. I'm sure she would have been happy to go straight from the chapel to the airport. I'm not even joking you. But let's keep going with this article. Nicola claimed that Meghan told Harry to take advantage of the situation as she then turned and looked purposely around the room. He then asked, today? Duh. Basically, she replied, do it tonight, you freaking moron, with the expert claiming that she seemed to be envisaging a scenario unfolding, probably just all the money falling from the sky, all the money they could make from Oprah. Maybe she was already speaking to Oprah and wanted to line up a date ASAP. That could be something that's going on here. To which Harry replied, you do realize this is the end? To which she responded, yeah, you idiot. I know what I'm doing. Okay, she knows exactly. He is still trying to comprehend the whole thing. Harry and Meghan announced their exit on social media, with the late Queen Elizabeth not being made aware that they would be making the news public. I mean, that's extraordinary. The prince was said to have regretted not informing the Queen and wished he hadn't blindsided his grandmother with the announcement by not talking to her first. A source said at the time to the Telegraph, I don't think he fully appreciated the impact the statement would have in terms of them not consulting the Queen. He regrets that. I don't think he regrets anything. I think that's BS. I think it's too late anyway. It doesn't matter. The Queen has passed, so any sorries, too late, not going to happen. Okay. So I was thinking a bit about this, and obviously, as I said, there's a bit of speculation about what the context of this was. Is this about them leaving the royal family? Because it very well could be. It's just that it's in 2018 and it's still another 2 years before they actually left. Now, obviously, there has to be many, many conversations into Harry's brain for it to get to that point. So, yes, I agree. It certainly would have started. And 6 months into marriage, of course, it has started. But do you not think that they could also possibly have been talking about leaving the Royal Foundation? I mean, it could be something like this as well, because in June 2019, Harry and Meghan cut ties with the Royal Foundation and Prince William to set up their own charity. So they left the Royal Foundation. So after this conversation, so this conversation is November 2018, in June the following year, 2019, so 7 months later, they leave the Royal Foundation. So it's a lot closer than 2 years later when they have the whole Megxit situation. So it could have been this. I'm just putting that out there. I really don't know. It could be a lot of different things. Certainly, either way, Meghan is driving the conversation, pushing Harry to do something he doesn't look overly comfortable to do. And you can tell by the look on his face, and you can see his brain ticking away, that he is understanding or trying to work through in his mind what the consequences of these actions might be, and if he's actually okay with that. And he doesn't look like he's okay with it. And she looks like she couldn't care less. It is her way or no way. You can see that very, very clearly. So this is an amazing piece of evidence. I love it. It's so, so interesting. I wonder if they will say anything about this. Probably not. What can you say? What could you say? Now, in this article, there are some comments at the end, and I just want to share two of them with you because they're pretty hilarious. So, this one says, it's very straight up, she is a self serving user and narcissist that isn't going to fit in anywhere and with anyone. And that's about right, to be honest. She's not fitting in, certainly with Hollywood or Montecito in general. And then this one here, this is a bit scathing. Harry should have rented it rather than marry it. Ooh, nasty, nasty. So there you go, guys. That is the lip reading bombshell. Very, very interesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep these videos coming. Thank you. Bye.